Jones, it is still great to be alive. What's up, baseball fans? How is everybody's Moon Day going? I hope you all had a lovely and awesome weekend as well, guys. And I hope you guys are enjoying the start to the new week and Monday. And by the way, happy Monday vibes, guys. We are going to talk some Boise Hawks baseball in today's episode. So let's get right down into it. Okay, guys, in today's episode, we are going to talk about the two newest Boise Hawks that the Hawks have signed. We are also going to look at the series between the Sky Sox and the Boise Hawks. And then we will look into the Boise Hawks record and standings. But right away, guys, the Boise Hawks have two new players. They have one new position player and one new pitcher. Let's start with the pitcher, guys. The Boise Hawks have signed right-handed pitcher Gabriel Pachero from the Salem Kaiser Volcanoes. Now, what is really cool and a little fun fact about this is when the Boise Hawks were affiliated in a low-A team with the Chicago Cubs and the Colorado Rockies in the Northwest League, one of the teams that the Hawks faced was the Salem Kaiser Volcanoes. And back in 2020, the Northwest League cut two teams in the Northwest League, one of them being the Boise Hawks, the other one being the Salem Kaiser Volcanoes. And basically, the Salem Kaiser Volcanoes continued baseball and actually got into a collegiate summer league. So they're a college summer league team in Kaiser, Oregon. So that's just a little fun fact for you guys. But yes, guys, the Boise Hawks have signed right-handed pitcher Gabriel Pachero, guys, from the Portland Mavericks / Salem Kaiser Volcanoes. So that is one of the newest players to the 2025 Boise Hawks squad. But the other one was in the Pioneer League draft because this past Saturday and Sunday was the 2025 mid-season Pioneer League draft in Ogden, Utah, which is actually where the Boise Hawks will be playing tomorrow to begin a 6-game series. It is the fourth time in the history of a Pioneer League that the Ogden Raptors have hosted a mid-season tryout. And let's just see it, guys. The Boise Hawks had the 8th overall pick in the 2025 mid-season tryout. And ladies and gentlemen, out of the tryout, the Boise Hawks signed catcher Ethan Crawford to the Boise Hawks squad. And Ethan Crawford will join the Boise Hawks in Ogden, Utah tomorrow. Again, the 8th overall pick by the Boise Hawks in the 2025 Pioneer League mid-season draft is catcher Ethan Crawford. He again will join the Hawks tomorrow for game 1 of a 6-game series in Ogden, Utah. So welcome to Boise Hawks baseball, Ethan Crawford. And again, guys, that is the only pick the Boise Hawks had in the midseason draft. There were three teams in the Pioneer League that had more than one pick in that draft. Those teams were the Missoula Paddleheads, the Colorado Springs Sky Sox, and the Glacier Range Riders. Those three Pioneer League teams had more than one pick. The Colorado Springs Sky Sox had 4 picks in the midseason draft. Missoula had 2, and the Glacier had 5. And the Boise Hawks only had 1, unfortunately, and they took Ethan Crawford 8th overall in the mid-season draft. Okay, guys, so really what I want to explain about Ethan Crawford getting signed in the midseason draft is a couple of things. Number one, he is eligible to join the Boise Hawks for this season if Hawks manager Cash Bucham wants that. Or he will be eligible to be going to a minor league spring training for next year. That is something else he is eligible. And if the Hawks do not want to do those two things, then he could be signed to the 2026 Boise Hawks team. But as of 10:41 p.m. Mountain Time last night, Ethan Crawford was officially added to the 2025 Boise Hawks roster. I do not know if he will play in the 6-game series in Ogden, Utah, but I can confirm he will join the Boise Hawks tomorrow in Ogden to begin a 6-game series. Okay, guys. Yesterday the Boise Papa Fritas had the series finale against the Colorado Springs Sky Sox to end the 6-game series. Now, the Boise Papa Fritas, with a win yesterday, they would end up splitting the series with the Sky Sox. If the Sky Sox won, then the Colorado Springs Sky Sox would win their first series of the season and also win the series against the Boise Papa Fritas, a.k.a. the Boise Hawks. Well, guys, it started off really well for the Boise Papa Fritas. They actually were able to get a really comfortable lead and all that. But once the middle of the game happened, that is when the Colorado Springs Sky Sox kind of, boom, came back and put pressure on the Boise Papa Fritas. And in a matter of fact, guys, they were able to put a 6-run, 6th inning in order. And then they were able to put up 4 runs in the top of the 9th. And just like that, guys, bippity boppity boo, the Colorado Springs Sky Sox win on a Sunday afternoon in front of the Boise faithful, 11-8. Therefore, the Colorado Springs Sky Sox did win the 6-game series in Boise against the Boise Hawks. With that loss yesterday, the Boise Hawks go to 2-4 in the second half of the Pioneer League season, but they moved to 32-22 overall. Again, guys, the Boise Hawks were unable to split the series against the Colorado Springs Sky Sox. They lose 11-8 in the series finale. And I want you to know, guys, that before this series, the Boise Hawks took 5 out of 6 against the Sky Sox in Colorado Springs. And then it was a whole nother one, because now they came here and this is just a fact, okay? The biggest difference about the Hawks going to Colorado Springs and taking 5 out of 6 is that there were no fans allowed to attend, which I really find that to be very, very sad. But the Sky Sox took 4 out of 6 in Boise, and when they won the series right here in Boise, they did it in front of the Boise Papa Fritas faithful. And what I really want to mean by that is when the Hawks took 5 out of 6, there were no fans allowed in the stadium for that 6-game series. But when the Sky Sox came over here to Boise to begin the second half of the Pioneer League season, the Boise faithful was alive, guys. And unfortunately, guys, the Boise Hawks, or the Boise Papa Fritas, they were not able to split the series against the Sky Sox. But after that game yesterday, the Sky Sox and the Hawks are done with one another for the remaining of the 2025 Pioneer League season. We will not play the Sky Sox anymore this year. The only way that would happen is in playoffs. And so that would be the only way. Other than that, Nana. We are done with the Colorado Springs Sky Sox. The Boise Hawks overall against the Sky Sox went 7-12. That is combining the series over in Colorado Springs and here 7-12 is what the Hawks did in that in those 12 games. So, like I said, guys, now heading into tomorrow's game in Ogden, the Boise Hawks are 32-22 overall. They are fourth in the overall standings in the Pioneer League. They did drop a spot after the loss yesterday, and they are now 2-4 in the second half, guys. Again, they're 10 games over the 500 mark overall, but they are 2 games under the 500 mark in the second half of the season. And the Boise Hawks and the Ogden Raptors will meet a total of 12 more times. It's 12 games total, and those 12 games will both be in Ogden. So starting tomorrow will be the game 1 of a 6-game series. And then in September, the Boise Hawks will go to Ogden again to end the Pioneer League season as well. All right, guys, that is all I have for you guys on Main Event Baseball with Ryan. I just want to let you guys know that tomorrow we are going to have a very, very big announcement on the channel regarding a former Boise Hawk. It will be an announcement that you guys will not want to miss. So make sure you tune in tomorrow to Main Event Baseball with Ryan for that. You guys will definitely not want to miss that announcement, and that is going to be in tomorrow's episode. But as always, guys, let me know what you thought of the video. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you are new to the channel, guys. And I really, before I end the episode, I want to know what you guys thought of my commentary for ESPN Sunday Night Baseball last night. I got a lot of texts over the course of the evening that they enjoyed it. I want to know what you guys thought and all that. And maybe somewhere down the road this year we could go back to doing that if you guys would like.